The dining room of the Warwick Mansion in Dallas, Texas, 2025, glowed under crystal chandeliers, the scent of rosemary-crusted lamb mingling with tension thick as fog. Candlelight flickered, casting ghostly shadows across the oak table. My father, Edward Warwick, 62, a silver-haired titan of industry with eyes like flint, slid a glossy folder toward me, his voice a guillotine's edge. "Lila takes 25% of your company, Nora," he declared, his tone daring me to flinch. My stepmother, Sylvia, 50, leaned forward, her diamond earrings glinting with malice, her crimson lips curled in a predatory smile. My half-sister, Lila, 28, toyed with her fork, her influencer-perfect smirk sharp enough to draw blood. I, Nora Warwick, 35, founder of a thriving tech startup, didn't blink. Instead, I reached into my satchel and slid a single notarized document across the table with surgical precision. "Section 4, paragraph 2, I said, my voice calm but laced with steel. Edward's hand froze, his wineglass hovering. He snatched the paper, his eyes scanning the text, jaw tightening as the room held its breath. "What the hell is this, Nora?" he growled, his composure fraying. I leaned in, unwavering. "It's the agreement you signed 4 years ago, Dad. When your tech venture tanked, I poured my life savings, $2 million, into saving you from bankruptcy. In return, you ceded majority control of my company. Section 4 makes it crystal clear." Sylvia's lips parted in a silent gasp, her manicured hand clutching her necklace. Lila's fork clattered onto her plate, the sound shattering the silence. Edward's face paled, his authority crumbling like ash. You set me up," he stammered, voice raw. I smiled, cold and deliberate. "No, Dad, you set me up. Thinking I'd hand over my life's work to Lila. You thought I'd break. I don't break." Lila's eyes rolled, venom dripping. "You're pathetic, Nora. Dad's just trying to keep this family whole. You're too selfish to see it." My laugh was sharp, like ice cracking. Selfish? I clawed through 18-hour days, coded apps in dive bars, won contracts you mocked, while you burned through Dad's credit cards for your influencer photo shoots. You don't get to claim my wins. The candles flared as if fueling the storm. Edward slammed the table, plates rattling. "This family gave you everything, Nora. Your company thrives because of my name." I stood, my chair scraping the hardwood, and slammed my palm down, sending a wineglass teetering. "Wrong. It thrives because of me. I built Nexus Tech from nothing while you gambled on bad investments. Section 4 ensures it stays mine." The silence was electric, charged with shock. Sylvia's composure cracked, her eyes darting to Edward. Lila's smugness dissolved into unease. They saw me now, not the dutiful daughter, but the hurricane they'd underestimated. Lila shoved her chair back, voice shrill. "You think you're untouchable, Nora? Without Dad's legacy, you're a nobody." Her words stung, but I held steady. "Nobody?" I shot back. "I won clients who laughed at your father's pitches. I built something real while you played heiress. Don't lecture me about earning my place." Sylvia's voice slithered in, smooth but venomous. "Nora, darling, family doesn't fight like this. Lila only wants what's fair." I turned on her, fury blazing. "Fair? Where was fair when I worked nights to keep Nexus alive? You didn't invest in me, you waited to plunder me." Edward's face twisted, his voice low, dangerous. "You're ungrateful. Without my name, you're nothing." I gathered my satchel, heels clicking like a war drum as I walked to the door. "Your name didn't build Nexus. I did. And I'm done letting you rewrite my story." I left, the mansion's opulence fading behind me, their stunned silence louder than any shout. But the Warwicks didn't surrender, they schemed. By dawn, my phone buzzed with alerts. Warwick family scandal, daughter accused of deceiving father. Lila had spun a tale to the press, claiming I'd coerced Edward's signature during his vulnerable financial crisis. Sylvia played the grieving matriarch, crocodile tears on X, while Edward vowed legal action, painting me as a traitor. The headlines stung, but I'd anticipated their move. I'd been preparing for years. At noon, I stood in Nexus Tech's sleek lobby, facing a swarm of reporters, my assistant Kira at my side. I held up the notarized contract, my voice steady. 4 years ago, I saved my father's finances with $2 million of my own money. In return, he signed over 51% control of Nexus Tech. This isn't deceit, it's fact. Section 4 speaks for itself. Cameras flashed as I laid out evidence, bank statements, emails, Edward's signature verified by 2 notaries. They call me a traitor, but I'm done letting them rewrite my truth. The tide turned. X posts shifted, praising my resilience, exposing Edward's failed ventures, his overhyped AI startup that crashed, costing investors millions. Lila's influencer empire crumbled, sponsors dropping her as the scandal grew. Sylvia's socialite circle shunned her, whispering about her greed. That night, Edward's voicemail came, his voice raw, broken. "You've gutted me, Nora, your own blood." I exhaled, resolute. "No, Dad, you tried to gut me." I fought back. The line went silent. The fallout was merciless. Investors flooded Nexus with offers, drawn to my defiance. Edward's legal threats fizzled. My evidence was ironclad. Lila's ex-following tanked, her lifestyle brand a punchline. Sylvia retreated to their mansion, its gates rusted, its gardens wild. Weeks later, I stood outside that mansion, the air heavy with memory. Lila emerged, face hollow, designer bag dangling limply. "Was it worth it, Nora, ruining us?" I met her gaze, unyielding. "You tried to ruin me first. I chose to win." I drove away, Dallas's skyline pulsing ahead. In my office, Kira grinned, the city aglow through the windows. "They can't break you now," she said. I nodded. I didn't just fight for me. I fought to prove no one buries me and walks away. The war was over. Nexus thrived, my name synonymous with grit. The Warwick's empire of lies lay in ruins, while I stood taller, my victory not in their fall, but in my rise. Section 4 wasn't just a clause, it was my declaration of independence.